I always thought a short rest was half of a long rest. But a short rest is only an hour.
Yeah, a minimum of an hour.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always thought it was 4 hours. I think elves have a racial trait that allows them to regenerate after a short rest.
Yep. They get the same amount of rest that a normal human gets within a short rest.
So if you're going to be a spellcaster, a warlock or an elf of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
I think an elfish warlock might be redundant.
Mm-hmm. But hey, if you lose your magic power somehow, you can still... redundancy at least keeps you in tip-top shape.
I only understood about half of what you just said.
I said compared to the rest of us. It was the last part before I yawned.
I think your microphone is cutting out.
He yawned. That's why you didn't catch it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm eating food, but I'm ready.
You know what? Shame on you. Just kidding. No, that's fine. I was waiting.
Hey, at least I didn't
Tristan.
tell you. At least I didn't tell you what I was.
Could be haggis for all we know.
No, it's much better than.
What are you eating?
Sirloin steak.
Well, there you go.
Lucky
That's
bastard.
much better.
I cooked it yesterday, but it was actually probably bigger than a dinner plate, and so I've cut it up in 3 pieces, and I've just been eating it a little at a time. But
It's great to be single, huh?
I don't know what. Well, actually, it was a Christmas present, and I'm cleaning out my freezer, so.
There you go. As we left off, you both took a long rest, and now it is midway through the night, but not midnight. Okay, so
So
it's about 10 p.m.
Oh. Midway through the evening, not through the.
I think anything after 7 is considered night. So.
My schedule's a little different.
Sure. You obviously are in this tent that you guys have. Can you see this, B-Run?
Yes.
I'm sorry, dialogue. Okay. So you have pretty much explored or figured out what most of the camp is. And you know that you guys are in a section that's close to where they're keeping the prisoners. So you need to decide what you're going to do. Your goal or quest, if you will, was to rescue Leosin Lanthar. And you know he's being guarded by dragging claws.
Yep. Which we know we're going to have to do stuffily unless the entire campus literally punched out for the night. But I doubt it. But there's definitely going to be sanctuaries patrolling around. But where they're at, Gerhardt really doesn't know, since...
Well, we kind of assumed prisoner up the hill or up and around and to our left, because that's where the guards were.
Oh, that's cool. I don't have to click on them. I can just use a combat tracker to do that. Sweet.
So now we know we're not. I know which tent Laosin's in.
What? Oh, great. They're not supposed to. Interesting. That's why they're marked as hostile. I guess I have to make them neutral. You think you know which tent Laosin's in.
Well, I
But
used
he's not
to.
there anymore. That's funny.
Hmm.
Guess I shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had to keep my mouth shut. I'm like, oh, let's check this one. It's funny.
So our cleric friend can join us.
Oh, is he here?
No, I'm wondering, guys.
Oh,
He should be joining us. I don't know where the hell he's at.
I heard some speaking in one of your guys' sets, so I wasn't sure if
I think
that
it
was
was
him or not.
brother.
Oh, okay. Well, what you gonna do? Ball's in your court.
Sure it's in our court?
I peek out of the tent. Are people settled down for the night, or are they still wandering around?
Yeah, you don't see any. You don't notice any sort of activity or movement.
Is it clear, or cloudy, or foggy, or?
It is dark, and you can see your maximum. Yeah, the stars are out, but it's not really giving.
So there's no. Okay,
It's not. There's
a-
no low light vision, if that's what you're asking. So it's dark. It's night. Air is nice and cool and crisp. The
Is there the scent of rain
ground
on the
is
air?
dry. No.
Damn.
No. If you really want, I can roll a random percentile for weather. It's on here somewhere.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind,
Okay. Tables, DMG, weather. Why not? Let's throw in a little whimsy to this campaign.
I mean, what's a campaign without a little
Cataclysmic
weather?
disasters.
Oh god.
No, I'm just kidding. There is a weather feature here.
it is
though.
now nuclear winter outside. You do not have protective gear.
Ooh, a 1. normal for the season.
Oh,
That's the temperature. No wind. And let's see if it's raining. No precipitation. Well, that was nice.
so it's exactly the way you explained it before. So
Yeah, it's agreeing with me apparently, so.
It's like, fuck you, you adventurers. That's gonna be what the DM said it was.
That's right. Can you see the rolls I made?
Nope.
No? Okay, well. I rolled a 1, a 12, and a 6. So it goes like 1 to 12 for the no win. 13 it would have changed, but yeah.
I was hoping for like it was a dark and stormy night.
In your dreams, like it very well could have been.
As the lightning flashes, you can see the guards keeping watch outside of their tents.
Just looking for those freebies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just...
Rain muffles our footsteps as we walk across the open land.
Are you kidding me?
It's a torrential downpour. The ground starts to suck in your legs at mid shin height. You're now walking in difficult terrain. Your speed is halved.
Oh well, I can crawl.
Roll a 1d4 to find out if you get struck by lightning.
Oh no, that's gonna be a percent die.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's clear. No precipitation, and the weather's normal for the season. So here's summertime.
No, you're getting struck by lightning. The 1d4 is to determine how bad the lightning strike is.
I don't know. I think I'd graduate that to like a 1d10.
Well, I didn't say that
after
was for the damage.
Oh, I see. The severity of it.
Mm-hmm.
Are you vulnerable to lightning? Oh, that sucks.
I think we're all vulnerable to lightning unless we're a dragonborn.
No, you're not vulnerable to lightning. Because vulnerability means that you're going to take double damage.
Mm.
You'll take normal damage.
What would normal be, truly?
For lightning damage,
It's usually like 1d10. It usually can do a lot of damage, but it can also do no damage, or hardly any.
Gerhardt looks at Dialog and goes, "So, are we gonna try to rescue the prisoners, or are we gonna scout out some more?"
I think we should scout out the prisoner camp and see what we can find. I'm wondering how steep the embankment is between
lightning bolt. 8d6 damage.
Ouch.
And that's just as a level 3 spell.
Well, that is a level 3 spell.
It is. But Tempest it's like 9.
I was thinking it would be more like what lightning breath is. I think
Like
that's
a
like a
2d10?
Yeah, or something like that. 1 or 2.
We'll roll a d12 and subtract 3, and that'll tell you what level spell it's gonna be.
How steep
level
is this embankment here?
It is just a slight incline.
Okay, so it's not like it would.
No, yeah, it is the steepness is insignificant. Well, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do?
I was just thinking about walking up the hill, and I didn't know how steep hill was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just gonna be regular terrain. I was waiting for you to say something like, "Well, I was going to belly crawl up the hill and see if they can spot me," and then I was just gonna say, "Well, it's a stealth check."
Yeah.
Is there tall grass around the tents? What's the foliage like? Is there any bushes?
Yeah, no, it is essentially just a grassy recess in this depression. So,
All
can you
right.
see the whole map?
Yeah.
Oh, you can see the whole map.
Yeah, so these sides are really quite deep, but inside it's just grassy. Where you're at, it's just grassy. I mean, up near the kobolds, there's some trees and stuff, and you have it's just
Button.
grassy patches. It's not really going to offer you concealment if that's what you're wondering.
Well, I have a trick up my sleeve to help me with that, but I was more asking for Gerhard's sake.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he can't really see anything because he's a human.
Yeah. I'm guessing torches and whatnot are probably going to be lit.
If you want to give away your position,
No,
sure.
over by
No, he means
or
he means by
the
the tents.
yeah.
You don't. Well, once you step out, I'll let you see what you see.
All right.
I say to Gerhard that I think that it might be difficult to sneak up there, seeing as how there's no tall grass anywhere. Are you opposed to me going and doing some investigating on my own?
Gerhard looks at Dilak and goes, "Just make sure you get back alive and don't get caught."
Don't die, friend.
As Dialogue steps toward, he nods, and as Dialogue steps toward the door, you see a shimmer, and he vanishes.
Gerhard mumbles, "I wish I had magic abilities like that."
Okay, and what did you do?
I just cast invisibility on myself.
Do you have invisibility? Oh, so that's why you wanted to change your spell. Even invisibility is available. Touché, my friend.
Now, if
Touché.
you go and read what mirror image is, it's pretty worthless. At least I didn't think it was very valuable. So
It is a level 2 spell. That's awesome. You know, if I had access to invisibility, I'd totally take invisibility. Do you have an eyelash encased in gum Arabic?
no, but I have my focus. So if you look at the where is it at?
The cop out.
Yeah.
As long as it's not destroyed during the casting of the spell, you can use the focus in place of the material cost. Yeah.
I don't see why the focus would be destroyed, so
Some spells say that the material component is used up for the casting of the spell, and in the player's handbook, if the material gets used up, then you can't use the focus for that. You have to have the material. But as it does not say that the eyelash encased in gum Arabic, it's used up, your focus can be used in place of any material cost that's not consumed. Yeah, that's why if you don't get a focus as a spellcaster, you're just really kind of screwing yourself. Okay, so I'm just waiting for you, Dialogue.
all right. make a wide circle around behind the tents here. And I'm gonna draw my own circles and so that I can move
You
it.
can only see 60 feet. That's where you're gonna.
Right, I just mean, okay, so here was what I was going to do. I'm planning to move there, and so if there's nothing in my way, I figured you would just say, okay.
I was gonna get you to here and then ask your perception check.
Well, I can't see anything from there anyway, so.
Okay, drinks. Hop on.
Yeah, you can see. Well, you can tell if there's torches lit and stuff. Okay. As you're checking out the tent area, you don't see any torches lit outside the tents, and you can kind of start to see the outline of a couple of the tents. Your move.
Or 60 feet or whatever in that direction. Okay, I was trying to do it, and then you just... I don't want to... I'm not trying to climb up the hill.
It's funny. There we go. That'll work. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you see one tent, and you don't see any light emanating from inside or around. You see two tents, and you don't see any light emanating from around or underneath.
Do I see any? I can't see any people or anybody, any guards at the tents.
Not in the position that you're in. You don't see any guards.
I want to move just far enough north so that I can see between these two tents right here to see if there's anybody at that door.
You see nobody.
Okay. I'm gonna continue then up this way.
Your spell lasts for an hour, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
How long has it been?
It's a concentration spell, correct?
I don't know if it requires concentration. I think that it's just once it's cast,
concentration is...
oh, yeah. Concentration up to an hour.
Yeah, okay. That's fine. If something is going to challenge your concentration, I'll let you know, because I'm going to have you roll. So, good. You're well within your limit. As in, you got quite a while until it runs out.
So I don't see.
Yeah, no change. You don't see any. You don't see anybody.
All right, I'm gonna move in just.
You don't
enough.
see anybody. You don't hear anybody.
I'm gonna move in just a little bit more so that I can see over to this big tent across the way. Do I see anything? Hear anything?
Nope.
Not even snoring.
I'm not close enough yet, but I'm about to find out.
You definitely hear snoring coming from inside the tent.
Is there any gaps between the ground, the bottom of the ground, and the bottom of the tent?
No, the canvas rests very nicely on the ground. I mean, you could always try to crawl underneath it.
I was wondering if there was light, any light coming from under the tent.
You'd have to wiggle your way underneath or pull up the side in order to see that.
Well, depending on the canvas in real life, you could see light through it. Unless it was like deer hide or something. Then not really.
Yeah, so this is D&D. This canvas is not like ours today, which is manufactured.
This is like
It's going to be
hide.
like animal hide and stuff. You hear no snoring coming from inside this tent. But as your perception roll is pretty good, you know it doesn't necessarily mean there's nobody. It just means they
they're
don't
not
have medical
necessarily-
problems.
Or they're not sleeping.
Or they're not sleeping. .59.5 minutes of invisibility remaining. You don't hear anything coming from inside this tent either.
Do earlier when we walked up and
Mhm.
we were here, did it look like either of these tents were the kind of guards tent? Like the not the guards tent necessarily, but like the tent, like their their kind of office, if you will, their main post area.
Well, from the two guards that you saw earlier, they were not standing inside any of the tents. They were just standing outside the tents.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna move here. And there's going to be I don't know if that would even draw their attention.
You're gonna cast spells and I can't fool people.
No, I wasn't gonna cast. Well, I was gonna use a cantrip, and I was gonna use thaumaturgy.
Yeah, I knew what you're gonna do. Let's see. Cast spells and I can't fool with people. It's great.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Are you gonna do it now?
I'm still thinking. I'm thinking this might not be the best place to do it. Actually, I'm still thinking about doing it, just not right here.
I'm just a problem-seeking warlock. I go in the middle of a city full of people and I just start kamikaze everybody. It's like the rogue. I get sneaky damage for that, don't I?
What would a kobold's worst enemy be? Like what would their biggest? Would I know what is the natural predator of a kobold?
Well, let's see if you would know that. No history. No stealth. Yeah, I guess you can roll a history or a stealth or nature. Oh, you rolled pretty good too. I was hoping you were poor so I didn't have to answer your question. Because I don't really know. My first thought was a bath. Kobold's natural enemy. Well, I do have a monster manual. You can look that up.
That would probably be one of a kobold's worst fears, the bath.
I mean, they do stink to high heaven.
Oh, that's right. I have to go to.
I wonder too, since invisibility requires
Well, they worship
concentration.
evil dragons, so they're minions and toadies.
What would a kobold's favorite food?
Okay. Actually, I do have something.
Their favorite food might actually work better.
Kobolds hate gnomes and pranks of any kind. So their worst enemy would be
Themselves. Or a gnome.
gnomes. Yeah, gnomes.
No,
Yeah,
too
that
bad
doesn't-
none of us
that
are a
doesn't-
gnome.
Oh, that doesn't work that well for me. Because a herd of gnomes running through the camp probably isn't going to be all that enticing.
They're all shut. You know the way.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta play a D&D, and everyone's gonna be a spellcasting gnome.
The other question is if invisibility requires concentration, would I be able to cast thaumaturgy at the same time?
You can cast any non-concentration spells, but when you cast another concentration spell, the old spell you lose focus on.
So
I think there is a
thaumaturgy
feat that lets you do more than
is
one concentration spell, but
just an action, and its range is 30 feet. I'm gonna move on around the corner here.
that's funny that it's not considered a concentration spell. Because it can last up to a minute. It's hilarious. I like how you like to move just outside of it's just outside of your vision.
I'm moving 60 feet, which is what I can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Just moving farther and farther away from the prisoners.
I am, but aren't these tents right here cobalt tents?
Yeah, you're going. It's going quite a bit away just to piss off some kobold.
Hey, I am what I am. They're creatures of the night, so I'm assuming, even though, okay, so I can see 60 feet, but I'm assuming I can see, is there fire burning? Because I would be able to see the fire.
Yeah, but as you know, kobolds are creatures of the night, and they have superior night vision,
Right,
and they
I'm not-
lose vision based on light. So no, there's
Oh, so
no
they don't have any
torches.
fire. Okay. Alright, let me look at what thaumaturgy does. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to know how many kobolds you see?
Yeah, do I see any kobolds?
You see hordes of kobolds. They're just stumbling about, drinking, playing some kind of game that involves animal bones. They're just in thickets around the tent that you can see.
Is there any like there's no cook, so they're creatures of the night. I know they wouldn't necessarily like flame, but would there be any cook fires?
No.
Is this the remains of a cook fire?
The remains of a cook fire? I don't know.
Or the remains of a fire?
No, I
Well,
don't know.
when we walked in during the day, we would have seen.
I will give it to you. You did notice that as you're walking in earlier that was a fire pit. And as I'm not giving it to you now, I'll let you make the deduction as to if there's fire in there.
Well, you said they probably not, but there's still coals. I'm wondering.
No, it's out. It's long since out.
All right. Well, according to thaumaturgy, I can
Go ahead.
cause flames
love
to
this.
flicker or brighten or dim or change color. So
Okay.
I'm not sure whether I need the flames to begin with.
Oh, I see. You're asking a question.
Because if there was any coals left in the fire pit, then there's fire there. Is it still smoldering at all?
No. I said long since out. So yeah, so you're not going to be able to cause flames to flicker bright and dim or change color unless it said that you could instantaneously light a fire. So no.
Well, since they don't like a bath, over here. I'll
User joined
recreate
your
the arrow
channel.
because it's kind of a dumb arrow. I'll just use a circle. Over here. Actually, it's got to be within 30. Over here, more out in the open. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit closer.
Okay.
Hmm.
You can move closer to the Hoard compound.
Well, you didn't tell me where they were necessarily. Am I like walking right into the kobolds? I'm not planning on doing that.
Okay. You're about as close as you're going to be before you start running people.
Okay, so I'm on the edge of the tall grass,
Okay.
the tallish grass, and about where the 10 is,
Okay.
there is going to be a turd. Where was it at? Because
He loves this spell.
Where was it at? I just read it. You instant.
You gonna make
Cause
the
harmless-
rustling or whatever?
No, there it is. You create an instantaneous sound that originates from the point of
Hmm.
your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, a cry of a raven, or an ominous whisper. There is a crash of thunder at the 10, and when it crashes, I move back into the grass a little bit further to observe what happens.
I'm gonna need a stealth check. You have advantage because you're invisible.
Well, I should also have some advantage because there's a giant clap of thunder gonna be covering my movement, the sound of my movement anyway.
Okay. You hear the kobold just shriek, and then you hear. Do you speak Draconic?
I don't think so. I don't know why I wouldn't, but I don't think so.
Yeah, you speak Common and Infernal. Okay,
Infernal.
they're just screeching at each other in a language, but they're mobilizing, and there's a lot of them, and they're moving toward the sound.
Okay. Is there... Do I see any kobolds out in this direct... Do I see any kobolds over here?
Not where you're. No, not right there.
Alright. I'm trucking across here.
Okay.
Do I see any kobolds within my view?
Nope.
Alright, I'm trucking on across. So that should be 60. Whatever. And right on
Oh
that,
yeah. There's definitely kobolds surrounding that tent.
I'm gonna move up into the grass.
Do I hear this from where I'm at?
Yes,
think
you do.
You would hear the thunder.
Yeah, you hear thunder clap, and then you hear squeals and screeching. Do you know Draconic?
Nope. No, Undercommon and Elven.
Kaboom! At the 10.
Fantastic.
And I move.
You're gonna do another kaboom.
Yep.
I'm gonna need a stealth check for advantage.
Good thing it's with advantage.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Drop to 1. Oh yeah, that would have been bad. Yeah, same kind of situation happens. You're really pissing off these kobolds. Oh, hold on for a second. I gotta roll a D100. So, okay. You hear a lot more noise and stomping of feet from the kobold area than you did before.
Does Gerhardt hear any commotion coming from his side of the aisle?
No, not yet.
So I don't hear people stirring or anything.
Nope.
I'm gonna move to the edge of the grass here.
I'm making some notes here, so for a second.
I just hotbarred Thaumaturgy, my favorite spell ever.
Yeah, at the end of the night, I'm gonna tell you what the results could have been. Okay. You're moving closer. Okay.
I moved to the road, but I'm at the edge of the grass.
Sure.
Do I see any reaction from the human area yet?
No, not yet. Because you can't see, but you don't hear anything either.
Well, I know I can't see that far, but if they lit a torch, I would be able to see their torches in the distance.
That's correct. And you do not see any signs of life coming from the human tents. Yet.
I'm gonna. So, did they move toward the sound again? They kind of
Yes.
clump around it.
Oh yes. And by clumping, there's a super mass of kobolds, and so you can picture 90 of them just gathering around that area, and how far that would be toward you.
Silent power. You can create one of the following magic
Oh,
effects.
so you're gonna move into the mass.
I didn't think the mass was there. I thought the mass was by the 10. I can't tell where they are.
Right here. Here's the commotion, and that red is where kobolds are. As I said before, you can't quite tell, but you can tell that it's close to 100 kobolds. Let me check out their stats, because they have some pretty good hearing too. This just got a whole lot more fun. Thanks, B-Run.
Up on the mountain, or on the side of the mountain, so that it echoes back down. I'm gonna move actually right up next to them here.
Yeah, I gotta see. Okay, I wanted to see where the lookout was.
Up on the mountain, so that it kind of echoes down.
Okay.
There's going to be a. Okay, so it says that I can. If you cast the spell multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its 1-minute effects active at a time, but none of these are continuing yet. I haven't decided to make any of them continue.
Sure.
Which I should have. I didn't think about that. I could have made the thunder boom every couple of seconds. I'm going to. So I'm not actually using up any of them. I don't have any of them going at the same time.
Okay.
So on the side of the mountain here, there's going to be harmless tremors, so they're not going to hurt anyone. But there's also going to be another clap of thunder on the side of the mountain.
Okay.
And I'll roll another stealth check and move away.
This is going to be a regular stealth check. It's not going to be with advantage this time. Because you're in the massive cold.
Even with the rumbling and the clap of
Oh yeah,
thunder?
you made them move toward you. They're moving as a mass right now. And do you see the red? You're in.
Okay, well then I'm moving further.
That's fine. I still need a stealth check.
Oops, I only meant to roll once. Well, I rolled shitty. Actually, that was my second one, wasn't it? My
Mhm.
second one was
It
bad.
rolled 2 of them. Yeah, just roll it again.
I accidentally double-clicked it, so it
Oh,
rolled
okay.
2, but the first one is
Okay.
a 13.
Okay, I give it to you.
All right. Do I see any reaction from the human area yet?
Not yet.
I'm going down here.
Okay.
I wish I could create a flash of light. Create an instantaneous sound. I do have light, but I don't think that I can... This is you touch an object, yeah, so I can't just make it... I'm gonna continue... They moved too, is that what
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would move there, but okay. Now I can see as I'm moving, so if I'm gonna run into people, I would be able to see.
That's correct.
Can you draw another circle of...
Oh, I'm going to.
Is there kobolds inspecting our tent down there? Oh, that's my original vision.
That's your original circle. So this circle is another band of kobolds, and it's significantly smaller.
So these guys settled down over here? Already? We can't
Well,
have
there's
that.
still some around the tents, but you can see an organized group there.
This is all the more special because it's not stormy outside at all.
15 minutes have passed.
There's is there any kobolds like immediately close to me?
No. They're
Okay.
right around where your 10 thing is.
Okay.
They're no closer.
So I want to target as far as like the furthest kobold away from me, and the sound is going to be right over his head, and there's going to be another big clap of thunder, and I'm going to move.
Right there.
Well,
Right there.
well, you said they're next to the tent, right? I can only do
They're
this.
next to all the tents.
Okay, well, I can only do this 30 feet away from me. So,
Oh, okay.
is there a kobold in that area?
Yeah.
It's gonna go boom right above his head.
Okay. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's about right. Stealth check,
I did.
no advantage.
No advantage? Well,
No
I rolled a
advantage.
14 and a 19, so you can just take the lower of the two, I suppose.
You rolled a 14 and oh, okay. There you go. You rolled a 14 and a 20.
Right, but the total scores was a 14 and a 19. Or a 14 and a 20.
Yeah, so Gerhardt, it sounds like a thunderstorm on out in the tents, and you know it still looks like a clear day, a clear night. So you can only imagine what the hell's going on. Hang on for a second. I got to do 2 movements.
I'm gonna head back toward the prisoner camp now. That's the goal, so whatever you're planning here, just be aware that that's what I'm planning, so.
Sure. I'm going to make the human forces squares. Let's see.
So, do I hear anything going on around my area?
60. That's
Left?
about right. No, not yet.
You haven't heard any thunderclaps immediately close. For all you know, things either went really bad for me, or kobolds, or somebody is dying.
True.
I'm just keeping a running tally of your time.
I'm moving. Okay, so I'm gonna continue moving this way. Any guards have any appearances outside these?
Not that you can see.
All right, I'm gonna move. Let's see. I'm gonna move over here so I can see between the tent. It's always ominous when the DM is typing.
Never a good
Yeah.
thing either.
Yeah, you're right. It is. You don't see any guards.
Which one of the tents, top to bottom, which one was 1 through 3? Which one was the one that was the snoring was coming?
The middle one on the left side.
Is he still snoring?
No. Nope, there's no snoring coming on.
And I didn't see any guards when I was between the tents. Still.
That's correct.
They're either really sneaky guards or they're not
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. I'm counting the wrong way. It's countdown.
Yeah, you can keep counting up. You can add time to mine. Let me know when it's getting critically low.
Your 20 minutes have passed.
Okay. I've got it for another
40 minutes.
40 then. Is there? So he's not snoring. The person's not snoring. Is there any?
You
do I
hear no sound.
It's probably the guard snoring.
Well, you don't know that for a fact.
Let's move down here.
Have you ever seen? Or do you listen? Have you ever listened to the podcast Authors and Dragons?
Nope.
Okay, well, you'll hear their phrase if you listen to the first one. I'm just gonna say, it's turning into one of their podcasts. Go ahead.
So what do
Yeah,
you
you
mean by
didn't hear
one
any
of their
snoring there,
podcasts?
So.
I
What?
didn't hear any snoring, but I'm just checking again to see if.
What do you
there's any-
say, Gerhart?
So what do you mean by one of their podcasts?
Oh, they talked about their first episode how it's always a huge shitstorm. So, hang on for a second. I got to do some movements here before I forget. So that was 3, 4, 5. So 15, 20, 20. You're not seeing this.
I know.
15, 20, 20.
I am, but I know.
10, 15, 20, 20. Okay, that's good enough. Let's do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. There's no.
Oh,
Alright.
that was my safety circle. I know there was no snoring here, but I rolled a perception just to listen to see if I could hear any movement at all at
No,
this time.
you hear no movement.
How difficult would it be to peek under the hide? How well is it staked down?
Half movement speed.
I mean, would it be incredibly difficult? Like,
Yeah,
it's very.
it's considered difficult terrain. Difficult terrain in 5e is half movement speed.
What I mean is,
Like, lift it up.
could I do it quietly?
Yeah, throw in a stealth check.
Okay. Can I roll with advantage since I'm invisible?
No. You're lifting up a tent flap.
I'm not lifting a flap. I'm actually lifting
You're
up the
lifting
tent.
up the side. Yeah, that's pretty disruptive.
All right. I'm gonna.
They're
move...
not going to see you, but they're definitely going to see something. If they're paying attention. That's like stealth check.
I'm gonna move between the tents here, and actually, I'm gonna try to get up to the door of the tent.
You're at the door.
All right. I'm gonna roll a stealth check,
Yeah,
and I rolled a
the
1.
door's open.
Oh, the door's open. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so
I don't
we'll
need to
just
open it
ignore.
stealthily then.
We'll just ignore your
My-
natural one, which gives you
I did
as
not.
much as I'd like. To
I did
just-
not quietly open the tent flap. It was already open. So I
He's
glance.
like, "Ooh, we got that on my system."
I glance in. The tent flap is open. I glance inside. Is there any? Can I see anything in the tent?
Well, let's see.
Do I need to roll a perception check for that?
No.
Oh, I did.
You see a prisoner and another prisoner. I'll give you a hint, the non.
Surprise! They're in the same tent they were before.
Nope. That is serious Aaron, but you don't know that.
Oh, I thought I was scrolled out, so I couldn't see the icon. I thought it was
Okay.
the other guy. I didn't hover over it. Are they awake?
Yes, they're awake. And they're pretty much in nothing but breeches, no shirts,
they
nothing. They're
in
chained to
cages?
poles.
Oh, they're chained to poles. Okay.
hmm
All right. Heck with those guys. I'm just scouting.
What's a future party member? Screw him. Oh, fantastic. Yep. Let's see. What's your
do I see it?
I have
do
to
I
see this.
I'm neutral, as
Oh,
always.
you're not supposed to say that, Kate. Chat toy tick. You did not spell chaotic right at all. Okay,
I did not what?
spell chaotic right at all. I'm going to copy this.
Oh, I must have fat fingered it in. Where is?
Yeah.
I don't even know where that goes. Where does
CHATOITC.
it just be CA?
Chaotic. CAOTIC. It's Katoitisika. You mean to spell it for you?
How? K-A tick. There. But how do you? Isn't it CHA? Yeah.
There you go.
I had CH, but then I thought it was
You
wrong.
had CHO.
I know. I fat fingered the rest of it. And I'm petting the dog with one hand and trying to type with the other. So.
Let's see, that's 3 minutes. So, subtract that. That goes down.
Do I see any guards in the vicinity?
Nope.
User left your channel.
I'm gonna creep up to this tent opening. Is it open?
Yeah, it's open. There's no flaps on these things. They're not going to give privacy to prisoners.
Well, but it could be a guard's tent, which would give me a
Yeah,
hint, so
sure.
maybe I
It
shouldn't
could
open
be
the
a
flap.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you haven't. I'll tell
So
you
there's
when you
only
see
one.
a closed
There's
flap.
only one prisoner in there.
That's correct. Tied, chained to a pole. Nice, huh?
Yeah. Sounds familiar. Sounds like a running theme here. They like chains and poles. Are any of the prisoners female?
Yes, there are some female prisoners. And then Gerhardt's like, where is this going?
Pretty much.
That's where it ended. All right. And
Oh, crap. I need to count up on your freaking time. Hang
can
on a
keep-
second.
you can go ahead and keep adding. I'm totally fine with that.
21 subtract 7. So I need to, it's supposed to be 29. Okay. You're about halfway done with your invisibility timer. Just a second. As soon as you step up to the tent, you hear a loud conch horn blowing to your northeast, directly east, and to your northwest. And you hear screams and shouts to order.
So I hear a horn from I hear two different horns, one from the west and one
You
from
hear
the east.
3 different horns. One from the northeast,
Okay.
one from the northwest, and one directly east of you. I'll give you a hint. Guard tower,
One, two, and then
honor guard tent.
All right. Is there anybody? Is this tent flap open?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to show you what you see. I guess I'll give this one to you.
Well, it doesn't.
Should Gerhard be kind of worried now?
Yeah, I would say so.
Do I hear any movement around the tents?
Oops, you're not supposed to see that. Crap. Freaking A. Erase that one. There you go.
Oh boy.
20. sorry. 90, 12, 46. Still 60. Okay. Again. Okay.
So, does Carlisle hear anything moving towards his tent? Or Gerhardt, not Carlisle. Why did I say Carlisle?
That's what happens when you log into old characters.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely hear commotion outside of your tent, and if you peek out your door, you see torches lighting up all around the tents that are near you, Gerhardt.
Is the tent across from me here? Is the flap closed?
All the flaps are open in this area.
Okay. Do I hear any movement?
No, you hear no movement.
All right. I'm gonna peek over here quick. And so I know that there are 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 prisoners. I know how many are in each tent. I don't know that there's anything special about any of them. No, you said they're all just dressed in their skivvies, basically. Right?
Yeah, no shirt, pants. Gerhardt, outside your door, you see this. I'm assuming you're checking.
Yep.
And they have torches.
And
Okay,
they're
got
heading.
it?
And
Oh,
what
yeah.
direction are they heading?
Yeah, they're heading toward the prisoner tents. But your buddy doesn't know that.
No, but I have my count of prisoners, and so I'm going back to our tent anyway. So, and I'm gonna go the same way.
You did all of that just to count the prisoner?
Yep. Well, I'm scouting. I told him I was gonna scout. I've got another
Scouting. That's
I've got
that's
another
a
s-
new one. That's
another
nice.
spell slot anyway.
Scouting.
Yeah, that was my
that's a new one.
that was my version of scouting.
33 minutes have passed.
Hey, I was quiet. Nobody said anything about other things making noises.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, that's a pretty liberal term for quiet. Yeah, in 33 minutes, you managed to piss off and put the entire camp on high alert.
That's fine.
Fantastic.
I go back to the tent, and I tell Gerhardt, we should probably wait a day.
Gerhardt's like, what did you do now?
I made some minor distraction.
So that's
As
the
I-
thunder.
Minor distraction. That's fantastic.
Gerhardt goes, so that's what the thunder was.
It also took the camp almost 30 minutes to go on alert.
Yeah, from a day of partying. Now to high alert. You're right. It took about 20 minutes or 30 minutes. And with that note, you hear shouts going up from the tents. You get the impression that once someone hears about it, they sound off. Assembly, assembly, assembly. So, and you notice that people inside these tents are starting to move north into this open area for an assembly.
Are they, when they're leaving their tents, are they wearing their regular garb, or are they still wearing civilian?
Oh, no, you could definitely tell they hastily put on their armor and they not
All right,
have
so
weapons with them.
we should don our armor as well.
Alright.
Okay, so what are you guys going to do?
Go to assembly, I think.
So what are you going to do, Gerhardt? You going to light a torch first? You don't really have to. There's enough torches that it's pretty much low light vision. The
Yeah,
camp.
I think I'll just stay dark and let the low light guide me.
Let the low light guide.
I just
I
realized
tell
I'm gonna
tell
have to move
Gerhard-
these guys around.
I tell Gerhard that I found 10 prisoners. They were unguarded.
Your heart kind of does a little bit of a facepalm, like, good God.
I also learned that kobolds don't like thunder.
Gerhard raises eyebrow, like, no shit.
It took 20 minutes for the camp to go on alert, so after a day of partying, so I'd imagine it probably takes 10 to 15 under normal circumstance.
Or less, now that they're pretty much going to be on high alert since they know something's up.
Okay, so what you doing?
We're going to muster.
Okay,
We're going to assembly.
it's directly north, and I'll just go ahead and just make a big square here. Rectangle. Oh, I can't do a rectangle. I have to do a square. Oops. So it's in this area, and yeah, that square is not representative of how many soldiers and cultists are there.
You know, when I went to report in, quote unquote, they told me to go get changed and help with food. And they never actually did tell me to report in anyway.
You remember that when you talked to the Dark Claws, they said they would report you in.
Right, but they didn't even ask for a report. Wouldn't they know the rear guard was more than 2 people?
Nope, they just asked if you were reporting in. It was very lax security if you had to figure that out on your way in. Not so much now. Hey, Kajix!
I got a bio, I'll be right back.
Alright.
It's
So
your
do you
turn to scout next time.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I'll tell you what, because he's walking away. Those tents were completely unguarded, and everybody except for the kobolds are sound asleep. You guys could have walked in, rescued the prisoners, and left. But he made the entire camp go on high alert. So, hey, good job.
So we literally fucked that up.
You might know. Next time when he says go scouting, you might want to be on reserve.
I am so sorry. A lot of things happened before I left for work. Storm came by, blew out our cable box, and my grandmother's big. So I come back home at 9. You know, I have to install a brand new modem. Had to do that too, apparently.
Oh,
Set that up. Then I had to help her.
it's been pretty bad here too. I wasn't sure we were gonna have it because I was out of internet most of the day today.
I'm back.
Because of
But
this one.
We plugged up her new TV. She just bought it. She just got home with it.
Oh no!
So she's driving it back up there.
Like when they sent it in the box, it was cracked, or because it was left
Yeah,
out in the storm, it got cracked.
We pulled it out. Like, we had just unboxed it, pulled it out, set it up, turned it on. Huge crack in it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it was cracked before you got it out of the box.
Because nothing we did. It's cracks in the one spot. We didn't even take off the cardboard. We ripped off the cardboard on one side.
Right. It was it got damaged in shipping or was defected before or something. That still sucks.
Yeah, so like I said, I told, and that went out the window. So, whew.
So that's a lot of money
Internet's-
down the drain.
Oh no, she's gonna exchange it because they load, you post load TV flat. They loaded it like diagonally from the bottom of the car up to the top right. I got
Okay.
cracked in there. Either way, nothing to do with us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's not much protection diagonally. Or you said they loaded it diagonally or vertically?
Yeah. Mind putting the pass in the thingy, the text chat, or is it same as?
It's the same.
Yeah, same as last time.
Don't do B-Run's password. Password. Do Leprechaun. Look for the Leprechaun's post.
It's still in text channel. Scroll back up.
It's 2852 or 8252, something like that.
Hey,
2852.
Sirius is alive. Incredible.
Yep. I already found that out.
Fuck up. I was supposed to be here for that shit.
So
What's
Oh,
worse,
you're
like the
still-
internet-
You're still right where we left you, or right where you were. We didn't do anything with you.
Good.
Well, I guess I should say I didn't.
okay, as soon as you guys come to muster,
We're staying
you
at
are
the back.
challenged. It doesn't matter. People see you
Okay.
coming forward, and you are challenged as to why you're at muster. So I
combat
need
challenge?
you to roll a charisma check, and we're gonna -4 off of the charisma check for you two.
So
Okay.
Yeah, you guys just messed up royally. So there you go. Okay, so anything under a 15 is going to be a fail, and you -4 off of
Job.
both of your rolls. So yeah, you're challenged. They yell at you. You're surrounded, and you get the term imposter, and swords and slings are brandished at you. So your options are to try to fight your way out of the entire camp, or you're being arrested right now.
Oh.
So they say, drop your arms and relinquish your packs and your gear. So whatever you're wearing is going to be stripped off of you, including your weaponry. Now, that goes to say, Gerhardt, you had an awesome hide check for your dagger in your boot last time, and so you didn't tell me you took it out, so I'm assuming it's still there.
It's still
It
there.
will not be noticed.
Okay,
So you
okay.
can keep that bad boy.
That'll come in handy, I guess.
So you have. So are you going to try to fight your way out, or are you going to just?
Well,
We're
Go
completely
under.
surrounded.
Yeah,
outnumbered
you're
and
completely
outarmed.
surrounded.
we're unarmed. We're outnumbered and outgunned,
Just
so
the way I like it.
you made the situation. Just so you know, what's your character's name? Sirius. So just so you know, on Dialogue, the prisoner tents were completely unguarded, and everyone was sleeping except for the kobolds, and they were so far away that it wouldn't even matter. Like, he could have gone in and just rescued all the prisoners and possibly left if they decided to climb. But he went around and he pissed off the kids. And then they went and just brought the camp to high alert. So, yeah, there you go.
I do want to know why we had a minus whatever to our check.
Because the champion from your battle over
Oh.
in Nightfall
yeah.
was there. She's a part of the muster.
And
And
also,
she recognizes right away the person that she battled with. And you guys came in together. So 1 imposter, 2 imposter. That's why you each got a minus
Okay.
4. So what are you doing, Sirius? You have no gear right now, and I'm going to show you where you're at because they're going to see this too.
All right. Also fixing the character sheet a little bit. I read up on the cleric. Some things we missed. Fixed them.
Oh, good. So your focus is gone, dialogue. I just need to let you know you're
That's
aware
fine.
of that. Okay. So they take you guys over here, and they tie you up to these posts next to these other 3 guys, and then 2 of the guards are in the tent with you, and 2 of them are. For your purposes, this is all you know. You are tied, as are chained to these poles that are in the ground as well. So there's
So we're shackled.
3, 6, 7, 8.
tied.
Yeah, you're all shackled to the poles. 12. There's 12 poles in here. 12 sets of shackle. Well, essentially you're tied. They're heavy duty ropes. They're not chains.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have to put that in there. That's true.
So am I?
Okay, so
are my
are you
hands
using
tied
weight, or-
behind my back, or are they tied in front of me?
They're tied above your head.
Are my feet bound?
No.
Okay.
So what you gonna do? All 3 of you are together now. That's cool. We're making
Great.
progress. At least we're on the same place, right?
Selves caught. My heroes.
Yeah. It was pretty awesome. Like the only way this would have happened is if Dialog purposely did that.
I hope Dialect has a fucking plan then.
Or we got hit with a plot stick. That's the other.
No. There was a chance that you guys could have rescued the prisoners and got out of Dodge without being captured. Now this is all you.
Alright.
He didn't catch any of the. Are you serious? You're going to cast spells in a camp full of soldiers, kobold? I said like 5 times. He's like, yeah, I'm totally gonna do that.
Well, you can't really stop
cool.
the chaotic neutral person,
That's right. That's right.
whereas my character's lawful neutral.
So if you try to talk, these guards that are in the tent come around and hit you with the end of their
So we're all tied to the same
hilts.
stake.
No. Each of you have your own pole that you're tied to.
So we're pole dancing. And they've moved all of the prisoners to the same tent now.
Yeah, they hit you twice. Yeah, that's right. You're under quarantine now with the guards inside the tent. For now, anyway. I mean, you just tell me what your general plan is, and I'll move the story ahead. So we can.
Well,
Well, I don't really
Earhart's just going
see-
to wait until the right opportunity to act.
Okay.
Right,
Garrett's
that's
gonna
what I
wait.
was thinking.
Dialect's
I don't-
gonna wait. What's Sirius gonna do?
I'm going to wait and see.
Okay,
Far.
that's right. Well, you don't have to wait too long. and the timing that seems to be about an hour, these two guards are given the all clear, and they exit the tent to their normal positions, because that's what they said they were going to do, go to their normal positions.
So there's still one watching over us, or no?
Nope. Not inside the
Okay,
tent.
sure, well.
They got better things to do than watch these dirty, half-naked prisoners.
Do I hear that? Is it morning or is it still night?
No, so, well, yeah, it is about, it's just before midnight, so you like 11:30ish.
Okay, and I'm guessing they're probably brandishing full armor.
Oh yeah, everybody that you saw was in the muster or the guards. They're fully armored and weaponized. So
When I was poking around the tents, was there any equipment nearby, like of the prisoners?
no, inside
belonging?
all of the tents, there's just a bunch of poles, and some of the prisoners are tied to some of the poles.
Mm-hmm.
You get the impression that prisoners don't last very long in this camp.
Do I hear them like still moving around outside, or?
Yeah, you definitely hear them moving around outside, but they're not necessarily close to the tent.
So we are in metal shackles.
No, you're in heavy-duty ropes.
Okay.
Gerhardt hears in his head, can you get to your dagger?
Yeah.
How do you know he's got his dagger on him? He hid it. You didn't see him hide it.
I gave him the dagger.
Oh, okay. Well, touche. I'll give it to you.
Got it. I'm guessing we're
And
all
you
in
hear
a row.
And you hear nod if yes, or nod yes, or shake your head no.
Cool. And you don't see that.
Gerhardt
Because there's two guys in your way.
lifts out the leg which is his right boot, and kind of toughs up the pant leg a little to expose the dagger. And
Immediately when you do that, the guy next to you says, "I'm Leosin. Can you get us out of here? I need to get back to Governor Nightfall and report what's going on inside this camp.
you
I
hear-
know all things."
He can hear us
He hears in his head, shh.
and Gerhardt kind of hums. No,
No, you didn't hear him
shit."
because he whispered. So
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking
no,
loud enough for us all to hear.
No, he was only talking to the one
Yeah, he's not
person
that
who
stupid.
seems to have the ability to get out of here.
The
He's not really concerned about anyone else. He just doesn't want to be here anymore.
the one that was talking to Gerhardt kind of hears like a muffled no shit.
What?
Leosin kind of hears a kind of a low tone no shit.
No, he asked if you could get him out.
I'm guessing to do what I want to do, I'm going to have to roll a acrobatic.
No.
No?
No. You're going to have to either roll a strength check, you're going to cut the rope with your knife.
No, to get at my knife.
Oh, I see. Well, either way, it's going to be a dexterity check. I want to say sleight of hand.
Alright. Okay.
All right, you're able to reach your knife.
Alright.
As you shimmy it from your boot using your two fingers, you
Mhm.
feel
Can I-
pretty accomplished with yourself.
Can I move my hands at all?
Your hands are tied above your head.
I know,
Yeah,
but
you
can
can move.
Can I make motions with my hands?
Yeah, you can make motions with your hands. Your hands aren't bound. It's just your wrists and your arms and stuff to the point.
Cast Mage Hand.
Well, let's see. Let's see about that.
I'd like to anyway.
Verbal and Semitic. Hey,
I
you can
looked it
cast
up.
Mage Hand. There you go. You can cast Mage Hand.
Okay,
Let's see what Sirius has here.
So, strength? Strength
No, I
save or a
use
strength
Mage
check?
Hand. I use Mage Hand to assist Gerhardt.
You can't see him. He's obscured. There's two people in your way.
All
You're
right,
in a straight line.
Fine. I use Mage Hand to try to untie myself.
There you go.
So, is it going to be a strength check or strength save to cut the rope? But
Oh yeah, I'm actually just reading the Mage Hand to see if this is okay. I guess if you can use it to manipulate an object, yeah, you should be able to untie yourself. Give me a.
You want me to do like a?
Yeah, just give me a. Well, it's essentially.
Be
In
my-
this version, it's a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because there's no escape artist thing. It's
So-
a dex check. There you go. Yeah, sure. Your bonds come away very easily.
so for me, it'd be a strength check.
No. You're just cutting. You're able to cut through.
Okay.
It's going to take you a round of an action, but you're successful.
All right.
What is our
send-
friend Sirius going to do?
I go to untie Sirius, and I send my Mage Hand to untie Leosin, and
I was gonna do this my own way. Fine. Okay.
oh no, sure, go ahead.
Well,
'cause I
yeah,
failed.
yeah, because they did their round. You get to do your round.
Well, I failed, so I'm pretty sure.
It didn't even grab the rope. It just grabbed the pole. Good job. All right.
Start moving the
Sirius
hand
wants-
up and down on the pole.
The Mage Hand does a pole dance.
This wants to. I'm gonna cast.
When we relinquished our weapons, did we see where they took them? Or did they?
No, because they marched you off, so you didn't see where they took you.
Damn.
I'm assuming you left your gear, everything but your armor and your weapons. I'm assuming you left in your tent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sirius is gonna cast a spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon. You are going to use a second level spell. Just get out of some rope.
It's a domain spell.
Yeah, I know. It still uses up one of your slots, though.
Make it a dagger.
Or broadsword? Have a hack
Okay,
vector,
sure.
right?
I think a dagger makes more sense for what we're doing.
Okay. Sure. You repeatedly attack the ropes, and your bonds fall off. Okay. So, did you click your slot for using that spell?
I don't think he knows about that.
Okay, I'll do it. You have
See out there.
one first level spell available and your cantrips. So,
Those are still from me fucking around with them before. Oh. Just.
Gerhardt,
okay, I'll give it
Well,
to you.
then
I'll
I'm
give
always
it to you. I'll give it to you,
Gerhardt
'cause
moves
I mean,
over
it's been long
to
enough that you have a rest.
Dialogue and wonders if we should also release the rest of the prisoners as well. We'll try to get out of here as fast as we
Okay.
can, or try to retrieve our gear.
I
then
just
move.
want to point out to Sirius that all of the bonds have been cut from you four. And you have this sweet spell called Mend. Oh, never mind. You don't have 2 lodestones.
I don't.
Get those later. All right. Ooh, hang on a second. Let's see if you really are able to cast it. Yep. Okay, verbal Semitic. Yep. Good job. Okay, so what are you doing, Gerhard?
Gerhard walks over to Dialect and goes, should we get all the prisoners' bones cut and try to climb out of here? Or should we get her here, come back, get the prisoners, then get out of here?
I don't know. It's up to you. I totally screwed up the
I
last
need
time.
a
So
stealth check from all four of you.
Alright.
All right.
You need to remove the advantage or disadvantage off.
That'll be disadvantage.
Oh. Yeah, drop the 4.
oh, because it says he has
Okay.
armor. That's why.
Yeah, I know. So the 4 was the highest one that was dropped. So you just rolled poorly to begin with. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So Sirius, even without his armor, he's making a pretty good amount of noise when he's chopping her off that rope with his spectral sword. Now, your spectral sword lasts a little while, so unless you're going to dismiss it right away, you can keep it up for a minute.
All right.
Okay.
Keep it around.
So that's going to be 9 more rounds. Sorry, spectral dagger. And you hear moving outside the tent, and they said something's going on in there.
oh, I'm gonna move by the door. I didn't see where it was.
Yeah, the door's over here.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
My double click is somewhere. Let me roll.
Oh, shit.
Are you casting spell command level 2?
Changing things. I like this is stuff. I didn't have a chance to mess with them. You know.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was just asking if you were actually casting it or checking it out.
Just screwing with it.
All right.
How long were we in the tent for?
More
More than an hour. Were we here more than an hour?
Yeah. You were here for about an hour after you guys got there and chained up. The guards left.
So the question is being chained up, would that count as a short rest?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Alright.
says you can't be participating in strenuous activity at that time.
Yeah.
I was strenuously tied to that pole.
Okay, so Dialogue, you have the first initiative. So what are you going to do as the guards come up to the tent?
Guards come up to the tent.
Guard or guards? You don't know how many are coming.
I prepare to cast Charm Person at level 2, which means I could try to target 2 people. So now you'll send 4 guards.
Right, and as you readied it, you can go ahead and do it. Let's see if they can resist.
I'm sure they can.
They're both
Because-
human, so at least you don't have the being immune to it as an effect. So
Mhm.
there you go. There's 2 elves here. Freaking Frank.
Still set on a wisdom save. I edited this all on my other when I was.
Sure. Charm person.
Well, it should be a wisdom save, but it needs to be against my charisma, not
Then it's a charisma save.
right. They are rolling a wisdom save, but it's against my charisma is my spell save. So I need to change the ability to my charisma. Because the DC should actually be against my charisma, they're rolling a wisdom save.
I see. Sure.
Because
Well,
otherwise it would have been
Hey, hold on.
only a 10. So it's still a wisdom save for them. It's just a difficulty DC 15 instead of a 10.
you're using your book, right, to get this spell?
My book? No, I'm using Charm Person. No, this isn't a boon. Charm Person is a spell. Spell slot level 1. Or spell level 1.
S-
And I'm
So-
casting it as a second
So
level
why is
spell.
it counting for your charisma?
Because my spell DC, anytime you're rolling against one of my spells, you're rolling against my charisma. My charisma is my modifier for my DC. It is a wisdom save spell. They have to roll a wisdom save, but they're rolling against, because of the warlock
I
is
see.
a
I see what you're saying.
charisma based character. My DC is based off of my
Right.
charisma.
Okay,
So
I got you. That's fine.
and I just noticed that it was still a 10 instead of a 15. And I need to check that for other ones, but I'll do that later. In any case. There we go.
DC plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma.
Yep.
Nice. You got +5 for that. It's 13 plus 2, 15. That's freaking awesome.
And they both failed.
And they're charmed. Let's see. Oh, good. It put the modifier right out.
I put it on them. I drag and dropped it.
Good.
By the way, can't see the map. Might want to.
Oh, I thought you.
Forgot. Totally forgot.
Yeah, it's funny. I even said, okay, think people around you, and you didn't say anything. So I just.
Okay.
Looking at my other screen with all the spells.
How about now?
I
I synced it. Do I have to share it again? I'll share the sheet and then I'll sync the sheet. So
Oh,
you
yep.
should see it now. Okay, cool.
So they view the charm creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you, and it lasts an hour. They're both looking in the tent.
Oh yeah, they're looking right at you.
I tell them everything looks good in here
That's all you're gonna do with charmed person?
for now.
Oh, okay. So they're just gonna stand there.
They're going to do a Jedi mind trick.
How'd you pull
They
the
just
no
nod
one?
at you and go, okay.
I say, yeah. So, okay. I motion Gerhard to come over and talk to.
Okay.
Actually, I don't need to do that. I look at Gerhard, and Gerhard hears in his head. You asked earlier if we should release all the prisoners or not. These guys will leave us alone, at least for the time being, so it's up to you.
Gerhardt starts moving from prisoner to prisoner.
No, Gerhardt does not. Sorry, bud. I had you roll initiative for a reason.
No, can you cancel my
Is
move
one of these
action?
prisoners a spy?
Nope. Okay,
she does.
it is now Gerhardt's turn.
Okay. Gerhardt moves from prisoner to prisoner, basically cutting the ropes as quietly as he can.
Move, cut, move, cut. I'll do 2 round 2.
I see him do this, and I also, well, I guess we're in initiative. As to say, I see him
1,
do this, and I
2,
start
3,
doing the
4.
same.
Okay, you can start at the beginning of your next turn. Sirius, you're after that. Are you assisting him, or are you just staying put?
I'll assist him in freeing the prisoners.
Okay, that's going to take the two of you. It's going to take 2 rounds, and then once Dialogue gets there, he can start too. Leosin is like, "Let's go," and he moves over to here. So, that's going to take your entire time for 2 rounds. Then it's back to Dialogue. Sorry, I was trying to move Gerhardt back. Dialogue, you're up.
Are there any prisoners left free?
Okay, they each did 2 on their turn, so there's
Okay,
4
so I
tight.
do 2 more.
Okay,
Can I do actually? So I can do 2 myself, or could I use? Because my mage hand's still here.
you can do 2 yourself.
Can my mage hand do 2? Or just 1?
You can use your action to control it. No,
Oh,
You
okay.
do 2
So
total.
I'll just do 2.
That's fine.
Can the prisoners help us?
Sure, I'll let you do the rest of them. They're all done. Right, 1, 2. Okay, you hear outside the tent while you're doing that. Another guard talk to the other one. So what's going on here? Why are you over here? And the 2 guards, they go, "It's okay. There's nothing wrong. We're all friends here." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Oh, they're just in the tent. They're just our buddies are in the tent." And he gets really suspicious. So
God damn it.
he says, "Step aside."
Do I hear this?
Well, we
Yeah,
should.
you're busy on doing the prisoners. This is the same round. And as he steps forward, Leosin jabs his knife into the guard's throat, and you saw the guard's mouth open, but then you just hear sputtering and blood start to seep up through his mouth and out of his neck. And he
Hey,
goes, "We have to get out of here now."
I'm glad we have an NPC with an insta kill.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. Is Leosin gonna just leave the dead guard there?
Oh yeah, he sets him down quietly.
Does he like pull
You're
him? Into the
you're
tent?
thinking like
Does he pull
rogue
him into
class.
the tent?
Yeah, he pulls him into
Okay.
the tent.
Is it my turn again?
No.
Disconnected.
It's gonna be.
Or
It is
Sirius's turn?
Sorry, it's Gerhardt's turn. All the prisoners are free, Gerhardt.
Alright. And I'm guessing.
The alarm has been sounded.
Well, yeah, the camp's on high alert.
No, the dog is barking.
Oh.
Be right back.
Sweet. Serious, what are you gonna do?
If you guys covered this or not, but I'm going to ask Dilac what they're doing here and how they got caught.
It's a short, long story, and I'd rather not say.
Have plenty of time, I suppose.
No, we don't.
When we're locked back
Yes.
up, considering what you've done.
We aren't locked back up.
God damn dog.
Leosin,
I'm not
he says, "Shh, quiet. They're gonna kill us in the morning. We got to get out of here."
I say, the short version is the camp is on high alert, and we were spotted.
Serious, are you gonna do anything with all that rope that you guys have been cutting? Hint. Men.
Take it with you. Take it.
I'll just grab it all.
So you have an action. You could cast
I don't think he
Mend.
can though because he doesn't have lodestones. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Never mind. Sorry.
Fucking, you pointed that out.
I know I pointed that out. Way to go, Dialect.
You pointed it out. So
I know. And you reminded me. No, you're right. He can't. He can collect the rope.
Are there any lodestones around on the ground?
I'm in the corner.
Okay, I think I'm back from trying to call the dogs.
Okay, it's your turn, so that's cool.
Gerhardt moves towards the opening to proceed on getting the hell out of here.
Okay, are you gonna say anything to the prisoners, or are you just gonna?
I'm going to
Sucks
gesture
for
them. I'm going to gesture them to follow us.
I don't think we should go that way.
That's the door.
I know, but there are other ways out of the tent.
There are other ways out of the tent. You better speak fast. It's your turn.
My turn, or
Well, your turn was to head toward the door, and if it's my turn,
No, are you gonna do anything else, Gerhard? I just
no?
waiting. Okay, so
I'm
then
just gonna
it's
motion-
Dialog's turn.
I was just going to motion for them to as well. My actual action was to motion the prisoners to follow us. So
Let's see. I say I don't think we should go this way, and I say to the two guards outside, you should watch this entrance and don't let anybody in. There's no reason to. Everything's okay in here.
Okay, and
And I head toward the opposite end of the tent,
okay,
the opposite side of the circle, and
okay.
I start crawling under the tent.
So over here.
No, over here.
Okay. It's just half your move speed. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can start to lift it up now, but you're not going to be able to get through till your next turn. Okay?
And I also tell Gerhard or anybody, if you want a weapon, you should probably take this dragon claws.
Sure. So the Dragon Claw is wearing a leather armor, DC 14. Sorry, AC 14. And he's carrying a scimitar.
No bow? Poo.
No, just a scimitar.
Do either of the other guards that are friends of ours have bows?
No, just scimitars.
Gerhardt looks at either Laison or Sirius.
Well, you do notice they're all wearing purple cloaks.
They're wearing what?
Purple cloaks, and you haven't seen too many of those around the camp. In fact, to your recollection, they're the only purple cloaks you recognize. So they have their regular armor, and they're wearing a purple cloak over their armor. Do you have the infiltrator skill ability?
I do. Well, I have
False identity spot. Dragon, call it a dragon.
and I have a disguise kit, but the problem is that
No, it's fine.
I was clearly spotted by the.
Yeah. But you would know that purple is officer rank in the cult. I was trying to figure out your knowledge level, Dialogue.
Okay, if nobody else takes the cloak, I'll take the cloak.
Well, can't we also get the cloaks off of our two friends?
Yes. Well, yes, you can.
Except for if you take their cloaks, they're going to be out of uniform, and they won't have our officer rank to tell people to stay away from the door.
That's true.
Leave one.
But they would gladly give it to you.
I know they would. I know they'd give us the sword and the cloak off their back if we asked.
Mm-hmm.
We're all
Oh,
friends here.
You could ask them where our stuff is. Since I'm on the other side.
Are
of
you
the
going to
tent.
ask them that?
I'm crawling out from under the tent, so I don't know if you'll let me, but I would like to have asked them that as a
Well, I mean,
afterthought.
Gerhardt, it's his turn, so
Gerhardt asks them where our stuff is.
they said, well, your armor and your swords have been set inside our guard's tent, and that is, and he tells you where it is. Essentially, it's over here. Where this black is. This is where your guard tent is.
I don't
green,
see.
Green.
Oh,
Maybe?
green, the 10.
Yeah, the 10.
Oh, mine 10.
It's that 10. Yep.
Gerhardt.
He said the rest of your gear should be where you left it.
Okay. So all of our actual weaponry and shit.
It is in the tent that you had before.
Okay.
It's just funny that Dalek's going to leave that way when your tent's the opposite direction.
I just didn't want to go out the front door.
Okay. That's fine. Gerhardt, was there anything else you're doing? I mean, dialogue is free. You did a movement. You can do an action. Are you done?
Gerhardt grabs the purple cloak and the scimitar.
What? Serious. Excuse me, Sirius. You're up.
All right. Is my dagger still around?
Yes. Yeah, I'll let you know when it goes away.
Use the dagger, and I'm gonna just let me see what it's.
Since I still have my dagger and I forgot to put it in there. So.
I'm just gonna try and cut a hole into the back of the tent over.
Yeah, try to move your character where you want. All you have to do is drag it. If you grab a hold of it and move it, it should put an arrow on X. Right, guys? That's what you do to move.
Just drag your icon. Click and drag your character.
There's no like grab. I can like
just click on your character. Does it make a hand symbol when you hover over your character?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, there's no hand symbol. That's what I'm trying to say.
When you put it directly over your character?
Put your cursor, click, and drag.
Oh, I can't.
I get a hand symbol for Gerhardt and myself, but I don't get one for him. I think you drag him from the wrong screen.
Yeah, it's wrong character.
Oh.
Wrong character icon, I think.
You gotta drag him from the combat tracker. He's not in the combat tracker, that's why.
Yes, he is.
No.
This is you.
He's still neutral, though, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Because I couldn't make him invisible.
So it's not actually him. It's
Yep. Hang on. That's correct.
Token.
There you
we
go.
go.
Now can you? Yeah.
Yeah, now I can. Sweet.
Okay, cool. Sorry, man.
All right. That's fine. That's fine.
Is that where you wanted to be?
Over here.
Right there. Okay.
And I want to. Let's just. Okay, I keep the dagger.
You're going to attack it?
No, I'm going to crawl under it as well. But I'm going to just keep the dagger kind of near me.
Okay, it's a hovering dagger. That's fine.
If I can go.
What are you doing? Are you cutting? Are you cutting through the hide, or you just?
I'm gonna crawl under it. The dagger's just gonna not. It's just gonna stay near me.
I
think he
gotcha.
Can he take the dagger with him?
Yeah, it's a spectral dagger, and it floats near where he is.
But
so
could
can
he grab a hold of it and take it with him as he crawls out of the tent? Because obviously it can't float near him while he's crawling under the tent. That's what I'm asking. And I think
As
that's
a
what he's
bonus
asking
on your
too.
turn, you can move the weapon up 20 feet. Yeah, no, it's fine. However you want to flavor it, he can take it with him.
Okay.
It's going to be floating, though. But it's a bonus action. So, I mean, he could lift up the flap and then shoot his dagger out there and then get out. I mean, he's fine. He said he's keeping it in the same space as him, and he can do that because it's small. Okay, then it is Dialog's turn. Half movement speed. Get out of there.
I'm gonna get out of the tent, but I'm gonna also try to hold it up to make it easier for the prisoners.
Oh, so you're just gonna use your half speed to hold it open. That's okay. It's an action as well.
That's fine. I just want to
Okay.
make it so it's faster.
And you hear, what the hell? And now you're getting attacked.
And plot shit.
He is right there. Like literally. All I had to do was undo that. And hey, I didn't move him there because that's what you were doing. He was already there. Sorry, dude. Okay, here we go. It did be multi-attack. Let's see what happens. Miss. Miss. Hey, look, there you go.
All he did was
Does
cut a hole in the
Gerhardt- Does Gerhardt hear this?
Yes, you do. And it's your turn.
Gerhardt moves to within the opening and gets
Yeah, Dialect's holding it open. You can go through.
gets out and basically tackles the dragon
Okay,
claw.
that'll work. You're going to tackle him?
Tackle him and try
straight-
to muffle him.
I will give it to you for a dex check. Just a standard dex check. You just go to your front page, your main. There you go. And he's got to roll a contest. So and you tackle him. So now you and him are there, and he's tackled. Essentially grappled.
Okay.
It is Sirius's turn.
Right. Well. I crawl just barely out of the tent and I stand up against the whatever it is.
Are you going to move through Dialog's hole, or are you going to...
He was
Do
already
half
halfway under, wasn't he?
No. He said he was going to do it on his next turn. This is his next turn.
What do you... Oh yeah, I guess I go through dialect, so I guess you're holding it up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how
And I just
Gerhardt was able to fucking tackle the dragon claw.
bruise all, and I
So here, that's 20. You can go up to 10 more feet. Each square is
What?
5 feet, sorry.
nothing else around us. I don't know how vision is. I don't know. What
Yeah,
that is.
so it's pretty much low light because the torches are lit. the camp, even though it's night. So you can see to the left, the west, there's this big mountain cliff thing. You can climb it, but it's gonna be half movement speed. It's gonna take a little. And south is more of this because you were brought in, so you know that you're in like a ravine, gully, or whatever, depression.
Okay. I don't see any other guards around. I think I have
Nope.
dark vision. All right.
You're a half elf, right? Serious?
Yeah.
Then you had dark vision.
Yeah, you have dark vision up to 60 feet.
Okay. I asked Gerhard what he plans on doing with that one.
Gerhardt turns its head and smiles. Bag 'em, tag 'em.
Play again because
Kill him quietly.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger on his neck. I don't know how you're exactly holding him.
Basically,
He's grappled. So.
Yeah.
Oh, just football tackle. All right.
I mean, if you're gonna try to stab him, you're gonna roll like a either you're gonna take disadvantage or it's gonna be a 50% chance of hitting Gerhardt.
I mean, there's also another option.
Yeah, you can just let the prisoners go. Do you have that rope, or are you leaving the rope behind? Serious.
I don't know. I picked up all the whatever scraps I could.
Okay, so you pretty much have them in your arms. Just saying.
How long are they?
Now. They're good. They're good. They're good. They're good strands. Like the point where you're holding them like against your chest with one arm.
I'm gonna use one of the ropes to gag the guard.
You're gonna gag the guard or tie him up, or both. Essentially, gag's free. Tying up is gonna check.
I want to gag him up first, and then try and
Okay.
get him shut him up, and then we'll try and tie
You
him.
take one of the smaller pieces of rope and you start to shove it in his mouth, and he gets quite a bit of rope in there, but it's still sticking out. I mean, it's like trailing down to the ground. They're not small pieces of rope.
Okay, and what do I roll if I want to try and tie his hands?
It's going to be either a survival or a sleight of hand check.
I think we did survival last time.
Well, whichever one he's better at, he can do.
As we roll survival, so I grab like with the modifier on it, and
So you open up your character sheet, you go to skills, and you just click on the dice, and it'll automatically roll. Okay, a natural 1. Yeah, you don't succeed in tying him up, and I need Gerhardt to roll another. Actually, this time it's a strength check because he's going to try to break through. So there's going to be an opposing strength check.
Oh, fuck.
So, okay, he breaks free.
Is it his turn?
No, but Sirius rolled a natural 1, which is an automatic failure. So that means that the guard is getting an opportunity to break through while Sirius is moving around while Gerhardt's holding him. There's enough chaos there that it'll work out that way.
All right, still my turn.
Um,
Ball on that.
sure. Yeah, so your turn.
I send that dagger right at him.
Oh. Is it can you move it as a bonus action?
Bonus action on your turn. That's a 20 feet, and then repeat the attack.
Okay, yeah, sure, you can do that. So,
What is it? Spell casting modifier.
so what you're gonna have to do is open up your actions, click down to actions, and then you'll have to hit that dice next to your spiritual weapon. And what you do is you just drag it over Dragon Claw, and it will tell you if you hit it or. And you hit, and so now you hit the you drag the blood icon over Dragon Claw.
Right.
That'll deal him damage. Good. Nice hit. You have
Hit
5
everything.
more rounds of your spectral dagger. It is now Dialog's turn.
Are the prisoners making any effort to move toward the exit?
Oh yeah, it's Leos as well. Let's see, 10, 30. So he gets right next to
All right. Be 1 sec. Don't move too fast, please.
10, 15, 20, 25,
It's gonna be a little bit.
10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 25, 10, 15, 20, 20. This guy here. Let's see. Prisoners. I'll give them an attack too. Prisoner. 3.
Since I have that rape scimitar
6.
and that quick link.
Natural 1. Great. Boom, boom. Prisoner number 6. Killed. Okay. Now it's Dialog's turn.
Let's see. In Dragon Claw 1's head, he hears a vicious scream.
Gerhardt's prone, by the way.
Alright. So it's going to take half my action to get back up.
Stand back up, yep.
In Dragon Claw 1's head, he hears a vicious string of mockery. And he needs to succeed. Let's see. He hears a vicious string of mockery and takes 1d4 damage. Oh, a whole 1. And he also has disadvantage on his next turn.
Drag doesn't.
Where is the? I don't see.
Which?
I don't see the effect, but it's vicious mockery.
Okay.
It doesn't. There isn't an effect that I can drop, but it says that he failed the save, and he took 1 damage, and he also has disadvantage on the next.
I'll just add
roll
that manually.
To the end of its next turn.
All right.
And can I also move?
Yeah. You're gonna
gonna
drop
move.
down. You're gonna drop down the flaps. So.
Oh,
There you
wait.
go.
Oh, no. Sorry. I didn't realize there were still people in the tent.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking they all got out.
Oh, okay. No,
I
not
don't.
yet.
I keep holding it open.
Garrett's turn.
Gerhardt starts getting back up, and as he starts getting back up, he casts Hunter's Mark on the Dragon Claw,
Okay.
which is a free action for me,
Okay.
and then slashes him with a scimitar.
Natural 20. Go ahead and do double damage.
And then
Was that one? Or is that
that's
was that
it.
one?
That was
That's
rolled
two.
with.
Okay.
Then he gets another.
He's dead.
Okay. Then, nope, that was a waste of a fucking Hunter's Mark.
It was a waste of a vicious mockery, but it's a cantrip.
Well, you rolled a natural 20, so I mean, otherwise, I don't think you would.
Well,
Well-
1d6 from the Hunter's Mark plus a 1d6 from the Scimitar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you wouldn't have. Well, you would have killed him. You had a good chance of killing him just with your natural 20. Otherwise, if it was just a regular attack roll.
I didn't
Killed it,
notice.
sure.
I love the little sad face on the two guards that are charmed.
Is it really a sad face?
The little,
Oh,
The little
it is. That's
And
hilarious.
the guy that we killed has a dead face, or he has an unconscious face.
So we could still take him with us, in theory. But not up a fucking cliff. Or a slope or whatever this is.
No, but I think we should get the rest of these prisoners out of the tent.
Mm-hmm. Gerhardt moves and helps Dialect with the flap, with the opening. Keep it open.
Okay, that's fine. It is Sirius's turn.
All right. Dead.
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Funneling out of the tent.
You're already out of the tent.
I mean, the prisoners are still funneling out, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's three. There's two prisoners and Leeson still in the tent.
Right.
And all the guards in this area are the charmed.
I gotta look at shit. I just
I mean, either get
I
out of the way
move.
or start moving somewhere.
You can start guiding them up these cliffs too if you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can move up to 30 feet.
which way would be going up the cliffs? Like, is it all completely?
So this is. I'll just show you the whole map. So
I can already see the whole
you
map.
can
But
go any direction. So this area next to you is going to be steeper than to the south of you. Example, south of you it'll take 2 turns to get up because it's like 30-foot drop. This is going to take 4 turns. This is 15 times 30 times. Well, actually, sorry. The bottom's going to take 3 turns to get up. This one's going to take 6 turns. It'll take 6 rounds of climbing.
At
okay,
least it's not the
well-
stuff over by where the dragon den is. That'd probably take like 10 turns. Or more.
is I'll kind of I'll motion
You
the
can, if you go in a
prisoners.
straight line, you can move twice your move speed. It's called a full retreat.
Well, I move over there and I start motioning the prisoners to come
Okay,
follow me. Not to go up
Sure.
the cliff just yet, but I
but that's fine. It's their turn too, so
an eye out on the sides to make sure there's no guards walking up on us.
And as you're basically moving that way, get her motions. Keep it quiet. They don't know that we're busted out yet.
Leason comes up next to you and we can climb. We can't see. So take it slow.
Heard we can climb, but we can't.
Can't see.
Because they're humans. There's one half elf, so they can see. Not all.
Amongst the prisoners?
Yeah, the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
There's more half elves amongst them.
Yeah, there's one half elf amongst them, so they can see. But the rest of them are humans, so they can see in the dark. They have low
Okay.
light vision of 15 feet, so they're going to be slower climbing. Is what we're saying.
Okay. Never mind.
Which is they can only move 15 feet at a time anyway. Terrain. It's not going to change how they get. It is Dialog's turn.
I think he's back yet.
Okay. Well, I can let Gerhardt go then.
And we still need to retrieve our weapons from our tent, but that's probably going to be crawling with soldiers by now.
There's only one way to find out.
I'm here. I was trying to talk, but my mic was mute.
No, good job.
Okay. What are you doing, Dialogue?
I motioned to Gerhardt to get the cloak off of this guy and to help me shove him inside the tent.
Alright. Gerhardt strips the dragon claw of his cloak and picks him up, tosses him under.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did he have a scimitar too?
Yep.
I'll take the scimitar.
Okay.
I don't think I can use it, but I'm taking it. Because I think a scimitar is a martial weapon, isn't it?
Let me take a look. Yep. Martial weapon.
I'm gonna
What it
take
means
it
is
anyway.
you wield it at disadvantage.
I'm not gonna wield it. I'm just gonna take it.
So you're carrying a scimitar in your hand. What are you going to
I'm exiting the tent. Was there any discussion while I was gone that I missed?
So the group of prisoners and Sirius is this steep cliff here. It's going to take 6 rounds to climb all the way to the top.
How long?
And
How long did you
Gerhardt said he wants to go back to the tent and get stuff.
I say to Gerhardt, I have some pretty important stuff in my backpack.
Well, I guess we're ingredients. Let's go get our stuff and we can get out the cliff on the south.
You do remember that Dialogue has the ability to turn invisible.
I could if I had my stuff.
Oh, you don't have. Nice. Oh, that's right, because you need your focus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, let's go. What are we doing? So, I already know what Sirius and the rest of the. So I don't need to. We don't need to hash that out.
Nope.
I do have to ask.
Sure.
Is he gonna go with the prisoners or wherever he's going?
He's going with you. You said climb up, get out. He said works for me.
I was going to guide them up there. I wasn't going to go myself immediately.
Before I move, let's see how far away is
So
from-
I'm assuming guide means like you're gonna climb up there with them. Are you just gonna tell them to climb up?
I was going to tell them to go up there while I was still able, because me and Lezian are a little more capable of defending them.
I see. Okay, you're gonna stay down while the prisoners climb up. That's fine.
Where
you just
where
have
they're
to
going.
you just have to let me know then each round if you're still defending or if you're climbing. I'm just gonna put them in a straight line because it's gonna take them six rounds to get up there, and the same would be for you as well
Mm-hmm.
because it's difficult.
To go up there with them?
Whenever you start to climb, it's gonna take you 6 rounds.
I mean, in general, like, are they going to need me immediately?
No, they won't need you. Unless there's a patrol up there, but that's always a risk you take.
Mm-hmm.
You keep moving back and forth, Dialogue. What's going on?
I was gonna tell Sirius I have to be 30 feet away and in sight. I was gonna tell Sirius that we're going to retrieve our gear, and then I'm gonna move.
All right.
My attention. Reminds me.
Got a heart.
You hear it in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got a mental ability.
I mean, as in, I kind of stopped and I realized I do have some relics I need to.
No, you don't. You won't have any of your gear inside this tent. You were taken at nightfall,
Oh wow.
so
yeah.
you'll get it when you get back there. That's when you'll get all your gear.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah.
Well then, all right.
So in other words, he has no reason to stick around and
I'm
That's
out
right.
of here.
Yeah, he's just got an armful of rope and no weapon. I was surprised you didn't give him the scimitar. 'Cause he can use it.
he was over there and I want to go this way, but I wave it at him. You want it? Yeah.
Some dagger just floats around me, I'm fine.
For another
Okay.
2 turns.
4 rounds.
Oh, 4 rounds.
Get out of here.
I stick close to Dilac's heels since I can't see in the dark. So
All right.
I know-
I'm
I know
assuming
that-
you guys are going there to get your stuff, so I just need perception and stealth checks.
How many?
I need one perception, 1 stealth check. Okay. So
And I see nothing.
You go blind.
I don't know.
okay, you see nothing, but you're very sneaky. You make it to your tent, and you see nothing. And you are able to grab your stuff. It's going to take you 2 rounds to get there, a round to put on your crap.
What gear did we have on us when we were captured?
The armor and the armor of the
And whatever requisite weapons. So the rest of our stuff was all here.
yeah. So you were wearing the armor of the guys that you took, the veteran and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't
Okay.
wearing the armor that you brought in here. You left that stuff in the tent. So unless you had your own weapon, then none of your
Well-
gear is taken.
Even Gerhard,
What-
did you have your own weapon?
Nope.
I did.
Okay, so your weapon was taken.
Because I had my focus, and my focus would have been on me, because I wouldn't have been able to cast spells if I didn't
Oh,
have
that's
it,
true.
so-
And that's over here, remember? That's in this tent.
Yes.
Do your charm people have to be so far from?
Nope. Lasted an hour.
Okay. I'm really surprised that you didn't tell them to go get it.
Well,
Is there 10 over?
hindsight's always 20/20.
It's 155 feet away. That's going to take you 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to get there, and then 1 round to put on your stuff. So that's 5 rounds. So we're going to just Cyril, round 1. Guarding or climbing? Serious? Sorry. I called you Cyril.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, climbing or guarding? Do you understand what I'm asking you? Are you cutting in and out, or?
Yeah, hold on. Give me. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Because I installed a new modem, it's all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
All you need to tell me is if you're going to start climbing or not. All right, round 2, guarding or climbing. I'm essentially going to do this 6 times. So, okay. Round 3.
Just say you're guarding 4 more times.
Okay, I'm assuming that you're guarding for 4 rounds. On your 4th guard, your spectral dagger fades because its time is run out. So, are you going to? Okay, so your 4th round, you start to climb. So you're going to be climbing for 2 rounds when they get their crap. Okay. Oh, you beat him. I hit him at the same time. Let's see who was faster. It's funny.
I think I moved first and he moved after me, so it moved us like that.
Yeah. So, oh, that's funny. Yeah, you took your initiative into account. So you got there. I need you to roll a stealth check to get to the other tent. There's quite a number of folks just roaming in and out.
I'm not sure I need to.
Oh, okay, you don't want to go get your focus.
Well, I can get a new focus, and I can craft a new book with the ritual. So,
oh, you had your book on you?
well, if I want to be able to cast those spells.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you had your book on you. I just yeah, that makes sense.
I don't have it in my tome. I don't have it in my. I never made it. I need to make an item, but
Sure, that's fine. Okay, so you guys can head back the same way you came, and you don't have to roll any checks. Or are you going to start climbing on the south wall?
I'll leave it up to Gerhardt.
Well, from
which wall is higher, this one or the one over there?
The one over there. So this one, when you start to climb, it would take you 3 rounds to get up. Theoretically, if you guys got out of here and started climbing in 3 rounds, you would get up there round after everyone else got up there.
I think it'd be quicker to go up here, but
yeah, Gerhardt goes, well, let's head south and start climbing.
Okay, so by the time you guys get up there, all of these people are moving down toward where you guys are. So
Is
I'm
this
just
any better?
going to- Yeah, that's better.
What happened? We'll roll with it.
All right. So when you guys get up to where you're at, this is where the other group is. I'm assuming you guys are going to move up there to meet them. Dialogue, Gerhardt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Serious. Okay. So you guys will meet up about here. And what are you going to do? You guys going to head. So this little map over here, I'll show you where you are according to this little. So you're like right here. And all you really have to do to get out of here is head south. And then follow the road back to Nightfall. Is that what you want to do?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I go plan.
Well, that being said, you killed you killed the honor or the rear guard, so there's no one to follow your tracks. So, and you killed the camp, so that is completely clear on your way back. So, however, I don't care, stealth or whatever you do, it's uneventful, and you make it back to Nightfall. So I can get you the award. So now, Sirius, you get your Dialogue and Gerhardt. You have your regular gear except for Dialogue. He needs to spend a ritual to make his book, and then buy a weapon or do without.
I need
your
a focus.
So go ahead and spend that.
Well, I have a scimitar. I hand the scimitar to Sirius.
There you go.
Okay.
So that being said, you each get 250 gold pieces. So I'm just going to give it to the party. So that's going to be 750 gold pieces because of completing the quest with Leosin.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to distribute it. There's a button you can click. It'll automatically distribute it.
Okay, there's the party sheet. Oh, cool.
For some reason. There we go. Doesn't let me do that. XP from Bandit Camp.
Mm-hmm.
Prisoners are rescued. Mission was accomplished. It's 250 times 3 is 7. And you stayed undetected for 3/4 of your time. Give 200 apiece for the two of you. Okay. There you go. So your XP has been awarded. You each made 583 XP from the bandit camp.
Nice.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good haul. Could have made a little bit more if Dialect wouldn't have gotten the camp on alert. So how much more do you want to know? It was an additional 250 apiece. So
And
had
XP
you
or gold?
never been detected. So. What?
An XP or gold?
XP.
Okay.
XP.
Yeah, that's fine with that.
From the guards that you frisked and charmed.
I'm curious about that. I mean, I don't know what happens.
Yeah,
but
30 silver and 10 copper pieces.
When the Dragon Claw's leader or whoever comes over and finds 2 guards guarding a tent with 2 dead dragon claws that was full of
Oh,
prisoners. Regardless of whether or not they claim they were charmed, they're going to know that they were charmed, but whether or not they can actually prove it. Is going to be interesting.
And you guys got the 2 purple cloaks as well, so that's
Mhm.
pretty cool.
Got some souvenirs.
And you still have 4 cultist outfits, 6 spears. Well, and you don't have 4. Now you have 2. 6 spears and 2 purple cloaks. So you can divvy that however you want. That's a pretty good haul for completing the mission. Next time we can figure out exactly what Leosin has to tell you, and you guys can decide the next step in your journey there. And I'll tell you, because you wanted me to do this before, so I'll do it now. Your current weather conditions.
Nice, got the Weather Channel here.
Temperature is normal. At 20, heavy rain just covers your tracks and wipes out any trace of footprints.
Oh, good.
And no wind. So there you go.
So it just
worked in
comes
your
straight
favor.
down.
That fucking sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
hand us a bar soap.
That's right. It's just a deluge. So, you have a storm in real life. I give you a storm in the game. If
Oh,
it's all rain on
No,
the
No,
please.
it's flooding
Yeah.
in
I'm
my
here to
face.
escape.
yeah.
I come here to escape. So fucking bad. And then it stopped. It was like an hour and a half. And it stopped.
So,
It's flooding
everywhere.
at my parents' house right now. They had like 8 inches of rain in the last 3 days.
okay,
Yeah, I
that
think
heavy downfall is going to last, of course. There you go. During your trip back, it's just pouring down the rain.
When I
Well,
had fallen,
good thing
there's
we have
stuff.
good thing we have cloaks.
Very good. Well, that's all I got. I look forward to seeing you guys next Tuesday if you're available. I do know that next Tuesday is the 2nd of July, so I don't know what your plans
I
are.
Which
will-
mean third.
I won't be here.
Okay. And did you say the first 2 weeks of July you're unavailable?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure when my family's leaving. So
All right. That's fine. Well, we'll play it by ear. We won't do it next week. We'll check again in 2 weeks.
I probably will be able to on the 10th, but I don't know when they're leaving. So
Sure, that's fine.
I don't
And
know
I'm
when
still
they're-
waiting to hear back. If I hear back from one of the churches that's considering me, I may be heading out to go visit them at some point as well. We'll see.
All right.
So we definitely won't do it next Tuesday, but we'll try again in 2 weeks.
I did enjoy my time up in New York.
There you go. Well, I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
Do you need me to keep this open while you